Well, hello,
Okay.
Dolly from East Tennessee.
Well, hello, talking to East Tennessee. I mean, that's home, so I feel welcome already. How are you up there? I'm in New York right now.
Doing great. Oh, hey, you need some East Tennessee weather, not as cold. Let's talk a little bit about your new book, which I'm just so excited to hear about. Dream More, Celebrate the Dreamer in You. And you're a hometown girl, so for many here, this book is going to hit close to home.
Yes, it is, because this was based on the commencement speech that I did at UT about 3 years ago, and it got a lot of attention because I talked about dreaming and the principles or the little steps we use in our Imagination Library, which is our literacy program where we give books to children from the time they're born once a month until they start school, so they can learn to love books and learn to read. So I had talked about all of those steps, like the dream more, learn more, care more, and be more. And so the speech was such a big hit and got such a good reaction, they talked me into doing a complete book. And so I expanded on those topics, the care more, be more, and learn more. And so it really talked about a lot of how I conduct my life, how I conduct my business. And so it turned out to be a sweet little book, and all the money, of course, is going to go to the Imagination Library, where we give all the books away, and we've given away 46 million to date since we started that program.
When you look at your life, I mean, you're a small town girl from East Tennessee, and to see how far you've gone, I mean, you're an international superstar. What kind of lessons can you give, especially our kids here in East Tennessee, that it doesn't matter where you're from, you don't have to be from big New York City, you know, to make it big?
It's true, but it helps to be from good old USA. You don't have to be from East Tennessee or from New York City, but it's great to live in a country where no matter where you're from, you can actually have a chance, and I thank God every day for that. But being brought up in a poor family there in the mountains of East Tennessee with a family of 12 children and a hard-working daddy who never had a chance to go to school, and my daddy couldn't read and write. And that's actually what really inspired me to do the Imagination Library, and I dedicate this book to my dad at the front and people like him that never had the opportunity, because I know how important it is. So it's true that you can be anything that you want to be if you have the talent to do a certain thing, and you work hard and you dream and work toward that dream. And as I say in the book, you got to put legs and arms and wings and hands and feet on dreams, meaning you got to get out and work that thing, but it can come true.
Did you ever see yourself being an author? I know you always have seen yourself being a big country music star, but an author?
No, actually never thought about writing books, and it's not my favorite thing to do. I'd rather write songs than to do speeches or write speeches and write books. But it does give voice to people in the same way that my songwriting does, to people that really are not going to write a book and really would like to have a bit of information, and some would call it advice. I never like getting advice myself, but I like to have lots and lots of information. So this book is full of a lot of that. And so I never thought about writing books, but I have written a few children's books, and I probably will write some more. It's a slower process. It's more boring, not as fun as music, because you have to really, you know, you have to really dig down deep, and there's no rhythm to it and no rhyme for the most part. But it was fun knowing that I was doing this for a very good cause and hoping it might help someone else along the way.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Can't wait to read your book, and I know it's going to be a big success. Thank you, Dolly.
Thank you. It makes a good Christmas present, so go buy a few for your friends.
That's right.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye-bye.